Hello, Spartan Collection, Series 5. I guess I gotta start somewhere. Let's go. Geeks, what's poppin'? I'm here with Jorge 052. I hope I'm saying his name right. It could be George, but I'm from South Florida, and when I see Jorge in South Florida, that's Jorge. This is the first figure I'm unboxing from this collection, and this is Series 5. I do own Series 1 through 4. They just got lost in the shuffle. I'm going to go back and do a batch unboxing of those later, but I just got these in last week, so I figured I better start cracking them open and popping my Halo cherry. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the box. The other figures in Series 5, of course, you get the Master Chief. This is Master Chief, what does it say? Halo Combat Evolved with accessories. That's a little questionable because I'm pretty sure we got 2 Halo Combat Evolved Master Chiefs already. Are you recycling? Let me check before I accuse them of anything. Then you got Kelly 087 and you got Spartan Rogue, so I'll get around to those as soon as I can. Box insert serves as a nice sunny backdrop for pictures. So this bad boy is heavy. He's got to weigh almost a pound on his own. When I took him out of the box, that Gatling gun inside, it was behind him, it fell down, so that's got a good weight to it too, and he has a backpack. I was on Reddit when this line got announced, but I couldn't find pictures of it, so I was searching through Reddit, and I saw people complaining about the quality of these figures. So like I said before, this is my first one coming out of the box, but they all look good in box to me, and they look to be a pretty good quality. Now my son does have a couple of them. I gave him like 2 or 3 of them for Christmas last year, the year before, can't remember. I've seen him play with them, and I've handled them, and from what little playing I did, they felt really solid, so I guess we're gonna find out today. Alright, so he has spare hands. He's got pointing hands for left and right. He's got a 2-finger pointing right hand, an open left hand, and a right fist. Then he's got this huge Gatling gun and the backpack. I appreciate that Jazwares has this cover for the hands. A lot of other toy companies, when you go to get the hands out, they just pop out before you can handle them. So thank you, Jazwares. Okay, Jazwares, you're winning me over, man. This Gatling gun is highly detailed and the deco is awesome. It doesn't look like cheap 3D printed fodder. I'm not gonna call any names. Hasbro. But look at that. And it's at a lower price point than Hasbro. What the what? Backpack, great deco. Then you have all the fists there. This is one thick honkin' milkshake of an action figure. He is a deluxe figure. I'd forgotten, I looked it up. So the normal figures in this line are $19.99. This is a deluxe figure, and that might be why the deco on this is so extensive. I'll have to compare it to the standard figures. But point being, this is their deluxe version. So he's bigger, comes with more stuff, presumably more deco, and it's $24.99. Marvel Legends have gone up. They're like $25.99, $26.99 for a regular Legend with no accessories. Hasbro, are you using a different type of plastic than other companies? Talk to me. But while I'm waiting on that phone call, let's go ahead and take a moment to bask in all of his hulking Spartan glory. Keith Lee. Me, Grimlock. So when I was posing for his glory spin, it revealed a few things. He's very loosey-goosey. So I don't know if this is typical of the line. Maybe that's what people were talking about with the quality. But for him to look so big and sturdy, he's a little wobbly. I look at how easily his waist moves just by me flicking my finger. And when you stand him up, he's just real loosey-goosey. Now, how's this going to affect him? I don't know. Let's keep digging. Now the paint job looks really good. Loving the armor. I like that peach and that orange visor. They really stand out, make him pop. Now turn around the back. He doesn't have a lot of armor on his back, but look at this paint. It has a metallic finish and wash to it. So I'm giving Jazwares their props. Yeah, he's a little loosey-goosey, but when you put him on the shelf, as long as you can get him to stand up and pose, I'm good with it. Now, if the loosey-goosiness comes into effect and like he can't hold his arms up, then we got a problem. But he looks good, and from a distance, man, when you get him up there, he looks like he's battle ready. He's got a lot going on here. These are not removable. His visor's killing me. Love it. All right, so let's find out. What's he talking about? Now this head, we get a 360. I don't know if that shoulder guard there is going to mess with things. All right, let's try the other way. Wow. Scrubs up on his armor here. Okay, so this armor, you see it slants upward. There's an incline there. So, doesn't have a lot of up and down range. Turning 360 may give problems. Yeah, it gets stuck right there. Now you can push it. I think if I pushed it, he would go through, the head might come off, but it may also scratch the paint, so I'm not doing that. So I'm going to say no to 360. He doesn't really have an up and down. No tilt. But also, he's a Spartan. So maybe it's because of the armor. You can excuse it. It's not like he's Spider-Man. Does it sound like I'm making excuses? No, I think I'm being logical. Arms get up yay high. Wingspan's pretty good. There are no butterfly joints. Just these weird outside of armor ball joints. But they're hidden by all the armor, so even though they look weird when I have them up like that, you're really not going to see it when you're posing them. Now he is blessed with double jointed elbows, but because of the bulk of the armor, you don't get much more than 90 degrees, or actually you don't get anything more than 90 degrees because the armor hits. Spartan hug is better than I thought it was going to be. Spartan hug is tighter than I thought it would be. Get us a 360 at the shoulder. There is a bicep swivel, but you gotta hold that shoulder ball. There you go. That's the bicep spinning. Nothing at the forearm. And you get 360 at the wrist. There's armor plated on the back of his wrist right here, so that stops you from getting a good repulse blast motion with this vertical hinge. But also, the hand pegs are a little short, so be careful when you try and do it too much, they pop right out. These pegs should be not quite twice as long, but like 50% longer, because they need to give you enough pull to where it doesn't start. See where it's sliding out already? So that's an issue. Kiss the ring is pretty good though. Alright, so torso rocker. I don't know what's going on there. I was going to say intermittent clicks, but you only feel it when you go into the back. But it is really loose. Look, see, I can do that with one finger. Why does it make his leg move? That is very strange. A little bit of crunch forward. So I found that clicking noise. This little piece right here, protruding from his back. So you can see it right there. I don't know if you can see, I scuffed the paint right there. It's clicking because this little piece of his backpack brushes against that. So when I'm putting backwards, listen up. And, whoa, okay, that's not what I was thinking was going to happen. But, okay, now instead of clicking, that torso peg is popping apart. Alright, hold on. Okay, I guess I wore it down now, so it's not clicking anymore. Alright, so yeah, that comes apart really easily. You can lean with it, rock with it. And of course, he's going to roll all the way around. And, ooh, I was going to say, of course, you get 360, but you don't. He locks right there when he turns to the side. Same on the other side. Do we get anything at the waist? Nope, we don't get a 360 at the waist. Not much of a bend over. Now you can bend him down, but he pops back up. Kicks about right for a big dude in big armor. Split is surprising. wristband, damn it. No thigh articulation, but it might spin at that joint. No, it doesn't. That's just over the thigh joint. Now, here's what I was talking about with the loosey-goosey rubbery. Watch this. See how loosey is at the knees? It's like rubbery joints. I don't know if they do that so it won't break, but that's a little bit too loose. Feels really weird. Double jointed knees, giving you pretty good range. I mean, that's way better than I expected for something this bulky. There's no rotation at the knee or the calf. He's definitely not a prancer. Not a dancer either, but we're going to give him some credit because that toe does point down pretty far. We do have rockers. Now, if you want to put this all the way around, you can put the hinge down and you might be able to get a 360, or maybe not. There's a lot of resistance there. I've had experience with other toys where when that resistance is there, if you push too hard, it might snap that hinge right there. So while theoretically, potentially, you might be able to get this rocker to go around full 360, I wouldn't recommend trying it. Articulated toes. Yep. Wicked Witch of the West action. Alright, so that loosey-goosey reared its head. To get him in this pose, it took me about 5 minutes because when I put the Gatling gun in his hand, that loosey-goosey torso kept leaning and he didn't want to stand up. So yeah, it can be a problem. It's not impossible to overcome, it took a little bit of work, but it shouldn't take 5 minutes to get a position like that. It's not like I'm balancing him at all. Okay, I'm ready to render my verdict. He looks freaking amazeballs. So what don't I like? The loosey-goosey joints, the short pegs on the wrists. That might be it. Some of the articulation's a little lacking, but he is an armored Spartan. So that's to be expected. It's not Daredevil, it's not Spider-Man. But he looks good. The paint job is spectacular. The decal on his weapon. I wish it had been more metallic. It does look kind of dull and rubbery, but I'll get over that. But man, you can do some pictures with this. This is phenomenal. At Jazwares, they knocked it out of the park with the look. You can't argue with this here. This thing is freaking awesome. Yeah, I'm in love with it. I can see now I'm going to have to tear through this entire series because if this one's this good, I have high hopes for the rest. Now I know this is the most recent series, so maybe the older ones aren't going to be as good, but I have high hopes. But it doesn't matter what I think. Let me know what you think. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when I post more videos, especially if you like the Halo videos. And most of all, sound off in the comments. Talk to me. YouTube loves when you do that. It really helps the channel out. The more comments I have, the more subscribers I get. I thank you all for your support, and I'm sorry I keep begging you to help, but this YouTube thing is crazy. I appreciate it. Till next time, Jorge052 is out of this piece. Loosey goosey.